let's cook supper. So tonight for supper, we're having some chicken and pastry. And this ain't the kind that you buy from the store. I didn't get that Mrs. Ann's. I had, it's been hurricaning outside, and I didn't want to have to run to the store and go buy a box of pastry. So I decided to make some from scratch. And I used 2 cups of all-purpose flour, some salt and pepper, and some lard. And if you don't cook with lard, you need to go get you some. But anyway, and some water to make my dough. So once I got it mixed up, then it was time to start rolling it out. And I got this rolling pin. I guess somebody got this from me. I don't really know where it came from. But anyway, got this rolling pin. I had to roll out the dough. And honestly, rolling out pastry dough is a lot of work. Like, you get your arm workout to roll out some pastry dough. If you never tried it, I suggest you try it if you want your good arm workout. But anyway, once I got it rolled out, I took me some wax paper and I put it on the plate. Wax paper just keeps everything from sticking, especially if you're going to have a bunch of little pieces of pastry. Y'all might know this as chicken and dumplings. If you're not familiar with pastry, it's essentially the same thing, except the dumplings aren't like big pieces of balls of dough. They're just little flat pieces of dough instead. And so, got all my pastry cut up and put in the freezer. And then it was time to start working on cooking my chicken, making my chicken salad. This is the chicken that we put in the freezer yesterday. I cooked it in the crock pot overnight. And once I got the chicken to where it was falling off the bone, then it was done. So I just went ahead and pulled all the meat off the bones. And that was the wishbone that you saw. Yeah, me and my husband made a wish. I can't tell you what it is because it won't come true, but I got the biggest side of the wishbone. But anyway, so yeah, made the chicken salad. I actually made the mayonnaise. I messed it up the first time I made it because I put way too much oil in it. So then I had to start over. So I didn't get a chance to show y'all that. But mayonnaise is just really simple. It's essentially an egg, a half a cup of oil, any kind of oil you want, and a quarter of a wedge of a lemon, and then you're just using a Mosel blender and you mix it all together and you make sure everything's blended. But anyway, I have to make my husband's chicken salad separate because he don't like the taste of pickles in his chicken salad, potato salad, or anything like that. So anytime I make any kind of salads, I have to make his without pickles. So I put some sweet pickles in mine. And then I just put them in a bowl. I had to do a taste test, by the way. You got to do a taste test. And time to start prepping up my cornbread mix. So my cornbread is fried cornbread. I don't bake it in the oven. I don't know how y'all eat it baked in the oven. I don't like it like that. But anyway, some cornmeal, some salt and pepper, and then some water. I usually like to make it a little bit runny, just so it can sit there for a little bit and thicken up while my grease is getting hot. So once my grease was hot, then I poured it in my cast iron skillet and I started cooking my little cornbread patties. And I've always been told that you have to wait for the water to start boiling before you can drop your pastry, because you always drop your pastry only where the water is boiling at. Y'all see that nice, pretty looking golden brown round cornbread? Yeah, that's what we're going to dip our cornbread in. We're going to dip it in that pastry juice right there. Put your little bit of chicken bones in your pastry broth, because as those bones cook, it's going to pull out all that extra collagen and stuff that's in that bone, and that broth is really, really healthy and good for you. Notice I didn't use no type of food coloring in mine. I don't use food coloring in my pastry to make it yellow. So if you're looking for yellow pastry over here, don't come this way. You won't find it. It's just an aesthetic. There ain't nothing extra that yellow food coloring adds except for looks, y'all. But anyway, got all the plates made everybody some chicken and pastry, some green beans. Them green beans from last year, by the way. Piece of cornbread.